Do you ever feel like your life has turned into something you never intended? We all want to have exciting lives in Bali. Be our own boss, work whenever we feel like it, be successful of course, have incredible sex, drink wine every day, never cook again, finally have time for the things we like. The dream life. It's a beautiful fantasy that we keep replaying in our heads. Funny thing is that it's actually doable, but do you ever think about how you'd actually like to spend your days once you make it? This is boring. This video is brought to you by Summit. Right, I don't have the dream life yet, surprise, but I'm closer to that life than I was 2 years ago before taking action. And I think I'm getting pretty dang close. In this video, I'll tell you everything I've learned in the process of creating it. It is true that you need to know what you want to get out of life to get it. Cringe. For the best part of the last 5 years, I've been going hard on my career, focused on my goals and just me. Selfish, I know. See, I had to be selfish for a long time to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. It's not the same story for everybody, but it was for me. Don't judge me, I'm telling you a story. I've made a lot of progress in that department. At least now I know what I want to do for work, but I'm starting to realize the more I neglect the other important parts of my life, the further away I get from a balanced and happy life. Life is not only about work. It shouldn't be. Any healthy human would tell you that family, relationships, community, and health are way more important than money and work. See how all of these are doing and list the things you want to change. That's how you start moving in the right direction. Now, being ambitious and having crazy dreams when you're young is good. After all, you only live once. Aim high and you'll do crazy and unexpected things, but don't be irresponsible. In 2018, when I first did this exercise of setting my goals, I had crazy dreams. I wanted to be a top content creator, whatever that means, a freelancer, land a dream job for National Geographic, Nat Geo. If you're watching this, I still want that job. I wanted to give TED Talks. I know. Travel the world and get paid to do it. Have my dream studio. The list has like 100 items. As the years went by, the list started to get smaller and smaller because I changed. My priorities changed. I didn't want all of the things I set out to do as a 28-year-old. I just wanted a few of them, and that's better because when you trim the fat, you can focus on what really matters. This year, my top priority work-related is to just make better videos. It is the most important on my list because getting better at my craft will drive the other results I want long-term. More opportunities, more exposure, more connections, more revenue, better experiences, like this one. That means better content, I think, and the cycle goes on. It has a ripple effect. I'm also focusing on my health because without it, I wouldn't get to where I want to. And my relationships because I don't want to die alone. Remember the wheel of life? I have serious work to do here. Let's set a goal to be more intentional with my social life and relationships. Alright, based on my input, I should have daily meaningful conversations. Daily. And a weekly social event attendance. I can do that. Let's be social. I'm using Summit for my goals this year because the app is free. I like how easy it is to set my goals and keep track of everything. With reminders and notifications, and it has an AI integration based on my input. Summit is pretty cool because it is tailored specifically to you and your goals. If you're interested in the app, I'll leave a link down in the video description with all the information. You can do it. Go to your boss. Tell him you're quitting because you're following your dreams. You got this. Nothing extraordinary is gonna happen to you unless you take an uncomfortable risk. Let me say that again. Nothing extraordinary is gonna happen to you unless you take an uncomfortable risk. I recently read this book, $1 Million Weekend, by my good friend Noah Kagan. Okay, he doesn't know me. Anyways, there is this section that's so true. Starting a new business is risky. I'm nervous about quitting my job. Don't quit your job. You don't have to. In fact, you shouldn't. More on that later. I am broke as fuck. You will be for a while. Get used to it. I need to read more books, do more research, and be totally prepared before I can really start. Perfect timing does not exist. Whatever it is you want for your life, start taking action today. The only thing that is 100% guaranteed in life is rejection. You need it. Failing means you're learning faster. It is the only way to get better at whatever you decide to do, so you may as well start getting rejected now and not wait until conditions are perfect, because they will never be. Back to 2018, I had the audacity to DM Netflix, Starbucks, WeWork, and so many brands I wanted to work with that I could think of, offering my services for free. No one replied. I was young and stupid. But then one day, a big brand in Hong Kong did. Oh shit! These people were insane. Oh man, my innocence led me to places. It gave me so much confidence that I needed. Experiment as much as you can, make mistakes, do it fast, learn, repeat.
Grab it again? Shut up, you owe me rent. Come on, man.
While you're following your wild dreams, you'll be tempted to quit your 9 to 5. Don't. Please don't quit. Because first, you need that income to save up and invest in yourself. Second, you'll need time to get experience and skill. And fortunately, it takes time to build a strong skill set. While you do it, find out your freedom number. It'll motivate you to get there faster. The way I see it is you have two options. You can work on your hustle on the side until you have enough evidence that your side hustle can be your main occupation, then quit your job and have a seamless transition. It's gonna be tough for a few years because you'll be working extra hours, but it is what any reasonable, smart person would do. For the rest of us, you can save up 1 or 2 years worth of runway depending on how stressful uncertainty can be for you, and then quit your job and give it a try with all your might. I went for the second route because I didn't like my life. While I was working a 9 to 5, I had an existential crisis once a day for 5 years. So I had to quit. It was a financial mistake now that I think about it, a big one, and if I were to do it again, I'd wait a little bit longer to keep my finances healthy. But I also think a little bit of stress was good for me, so I don't know. In hindsight, I now know why I didn't like that life. See, every 3 or 4 years after having the same routine every day, a normal, predictable, and comfortable life, you get this feeling of not knowing what to do next. I think it happens to all of us. Right? There is one thing no one tells you when you're doing work that's important to you. Your brain will find any excuse to not do the work. So you need unwavering discipline even more than when you are in a 9 to 5 because no one's telling you what to do. So you have to build a solid work routine. Doesn't matter if you still work a 9 to 5 or if you have a lot of free time, if you work at dawn, mid-morning, lunch breaks, if you do it from bed, coffee shops, or the toilet, it really doesn't matter. What's important is to build a practice that works for you and stick to it for a long time. Consistency is the key. That's how you build momentum toward the life you want, and don't forget about the other parts of your life. Sometimes we get so busy chasing our dreams for years, even decades, that we forget about what's in front of us. I am so guilty of this. Sure, we all have lofty goals, live in Bali or whatever, but that's gonna take years, right? In the meantime, unpack your bags. Creating a life that's fun, free, and meaningful starts with knowing how you actually want to spend your days. Do you know? One of my intentions this year is to find that answer. I was shocked after I first made that list of my perfect day because I don't need much to have great days. Wake up without an alarm, check. Have great coffee, check. Do something creative, meaningful work, check. Work out, check. Do something cool with people you like. Working on that last one, but that's it. Pretty simple, right? Do that list and start moving in the right direction today. Think of days, not decades. You know how they say it is better to work in silence and let your success do the talk? Don't do that. I think it is important to say what you're going to do, to have that pressure, that good kind of pressure. Like, all right, now I need to do what I said I was gonna do. You don't need to tell everybody, but having at least one person that holds you accountable, it's important. Following your dreams is not easy. You need support, a community. I have a few friends I talk to when I need advice and when life gets hard. That's my mom and my dad. I also have an AI coach that helps me to stay on track every day. The Sergeant. Laziness is the enemy, Robert. I respond well to tough love. I don't have many creator friends or people who are on the same path as I am, trying something unconventional. And for a long time, I've wanted to have that tribe, which is why I've decided to open a group, a community of like-minded people on Summit, a place where we can talk about our crazy ideas and hold each other accountable. If you want to join, you're welcome. It is free. I'll leave a link with all the information in the video description and I'll see you there. That's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to regain control before creating that dream life, watch this video next. I'm sure it'll help and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.